morning, everyone. We are going to be in the shop today. We have a few, I was gonna say exciting projects. It's not really exciting. It's interesting though. I think you guys are going to like it. It's probably a little bit different from stuff you've seen Grant and I working on before. So this is like bringing you onto a whole new aspect of the farm. As you know, we do row crop farming in central Nebraska, and all of our acres are irrigated with pivots or with pipe, but mostly with pivots. So you guys saw us pulling a well because the pump had gone bad, and so we got all new casing, all this new well. But we're going to show you a different part of pivot irrigation, the well motors. So when we were pulling that well, you saw the whole, like, water comes up from the ground through a pipe. There's a pump at the bottom that pushes it up. And then what's running all of that is a well head. That well head is powered by a well motor. And that well motor also provides the electricity for the pivot to get signal and run. However, we have some, not broken ones, but ones that are just in need of some maintenance in the shop. Well motors are a very important part of our farming operation because without them, the pivot does not run and provide water. And so if one goes down during the season, it's very important that we have backup ones, and the ones that we have out at every single pivot point are in perfect working condition. So these are ones that we've been working on. Let me show you. This one right here is leaking oil, as you can see from all around here. Not a great thing to have out at the pivot point, so that's gonna get fixed. We had a well engine that we brought in here and it had a cracked block. And so we took the good heads off that engine with the cracked block, put them on one that had a good block. So now we're just like taking puzzle pieces and putting them together. This is one that had just been sitting out in the field, and as time goes on, weather, things get worn. This one we just brought in to get a total refresh, got things all painted up so it doesn't rust. Got some new wires hooked up because mice really like to chew on these things since they're just sitting out there. Got new gauges, just got a general maintenance gone through so it's all ready for the season. This is the one we're really going to be focusing on today. So all of these motors we bought used from other people in the area, off auctions. This is one of those that we bought off the internet, and you're never really sure of what you're gonna get when you buy something off the internet. And so we brought this thing out to a well motor, hooked it up to the head, to the pivot, got everything started up, and we were breaking it in, and it backfired really bad. And I don't know much about engines, I'm trying to learn, but I do know that this is not good. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be straight. This is a push rod, and it got bent. This is what delivers oil to the hydraulic lifters. I just learned that. So we took this one out, obviously, because it's bent, and put a used one or like a different rod in, and it started running fine, but now we think that other rods are giving us issues. So luckily we have natural gas line in the shop. That's how most of our well engines run, is off natural gas lines. Some of them are diesel, but most of them are natural gas. So we have this all hooked up here, and since there's no like radiator or cooling jacket, we're just running this in the shop. We have a line of hose and about 6 different adapters here. This is true farmer ingenuity right here. Hooked up, pumping through the motor to keep it cool and running out the other side of the shop. So I think the goal is today for me to learn how this all works and to show you guys how these aren't working, how they aren't delivering oil. So I think we're gonna take the valve cover off and see what these things are doing. Do you have a little container for me to put these in so I don't lose them? I think they're kind of important. That's for you. Don't lose that. All right, ready? Ooh, look at what we have here. So this is the one that bent over here. So now we're going to see the rest of the working.
See if all the oil is actually coming up.
Will they push oil? Suppose we fire it up?
Yeah, I guess you'll get to see here in a short time how it works.
All right.
Ready for this thing to start?
I think so. It's gonna be loud, right?
Yeah, it's probably gonna squirt oil everywhere.
Ooh, so maybe I should stand over here.
Well, I don't think it'll
Okay, I'm ready. Ooh, okay. Do that again.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
That is awesome. Okay, this one is definitely pumping oil.
Oh yeah. So we
Look
don't
at that.
Oh yeah. See it coming out there?
Ooh.
It's gonna make a massive mess. Okay, probably gonna start now.
Okay.
So they're all supposed to be doing that. They're not.
Oh, only one is doing that. What are you looking up here? This is Farmers University right here. YouTube.
YouTube certified mechanic over here. Trying to take hose off.
Working on it.
Okay.
So we've gone through the very tedious task of taking out all the little bolts and nuts that were holding the top on. And then we disconnected any wires that were going across and hoses. And we took the carburetor off. And we also took the distributor off that was over here. And so we're going to move it directly into the light because we're not working with a lot of light here. And then we'll just lift this directly up. It'll pop right up, hopefully. The thing I'm worried about is this right here. We have to take this off, and I think I can get it off okay, but I'm pretty worried about getting it back on. Not looking forward to that. Oh, look at that.
And it's off.
There we go. This is the one that wasn't working, that wasn't pumping oil. Here, it's a comparison. I don't know how much difference you can tell. This is good. This one's okay.
I think we're gonna put all new ones in.
We're gonna put all new ones in. So we have all our holes plugged up so we don't drop any tools down in there. That would be really unfortunate. But we have all of the rods taken out. We have all the rocker arms taken out. We're going to just put all new ones on since we had everything all tore apart. And yeah, hopefully we should have a running engine once again sometime soon.
So we had a running engine about an hour ago, and
longer.
it's all tore apart now.
So drop it right in that hole, and there's like no resistance. It just fits right in there.
Like it was made for it.
Take this. This is our new rod. I'm going to put it right there, and it doesn't clip into place. It just sets right there. Okay. Now this fits on right here, and that is going to go right there. And I'll just tighten this up. There we go.
And then we'll torque them back.
One new hydraulic lifter and rocker and rod put in. Now we just have these many to go. And now since I was tightening it out with my greasy fingers, we're going to tighten it to 35 pounds of torque.
You picking up your mess?
Well, there's a lot more clean to do, but I was just going to show you. So these are all the old ones that we took out. We got everything taken apart and all brand new ones put in, and then just started slowly putting things together. A lot of things had to come apart so that we could take all this apart. So now it's just a slow process of getting everything put back together. But this was a really cool learning process for me because I don't really know how engines work. I'm really trying to learn. That's on my list of goals for things to learn about this year. So this was a very educational process for me. So we got all new rods and hydraulic lifters, and then we got some things hooked back together on this one. We're doing a lot of gasket repair. All these were kind of bad and old, so taking those off, putting new ones on, and brought another motor engine, whatever you want to call it. And this is just like a very small portion of the well motors that we have on the farm to keep up, do maintenance on, and keep running virtually 24/7 all summer long. These things put so many hours on, and so it's really important in this off season that we do as much maintenance as possible. And then we have all our maintenance done on our backup ones, so if something were to happen in the summer, we have one all ready to go. So irrigating prep is in full swing here. I hope you found this video entertaining or educational. I know it's kind of different than a lot of the stuff we usually do. Not all of farming, unfortunately, can be sitting in a tractor. There is a lot of office work and time that Grant and I are putting in right now, and a lot of work on little projects like this. So very soon you will see these engines running, and then soon after that they will be operating and pitted. So I hope you stick around to see that. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe, and there's a lot more exciting things to come. I discontinued selling merch for some time. A lot of you guys noticed that, but hopefully there'll be exciting things coming with that in the future. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.